Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining today. I'm James with eDirectory, and we have a great webinar today about custom pages for location and category. It's sort of an optimization to help you bring in search traffic. Before we get started, just a couple logistics. First, a copy of this webinar will be recorded and posted up to our blog within 24 hours of the webinar. So if you missed something or want to check back tomorrow morning, you can go to our website, and in the blog section, you'll see a copy of the webinar recording. The second thing is, if anybody has any questions or comments during the webinar on this topic or anything else, just pop them into the chat, and we will stop periodically, as well as at the end of the webinar. We'll have more time to answer questions about anything you'd like. Great. So just introductions. I'm James. I'm the founder of the company. And with me today, we have Emerson and Gabriel from our marketing team. Hi, guys.
Hello,
Hello,
James. How are
everybody.
you?
Hello,
Great.
everybody. Welcome.
Okay. So, and also just a little background on the eDirectory platform very quickly for anybody that's new here. This is the platform that we sell. It is a content management platform for directory style websites, creating online guides. It fits any industry or purpose. We do a lot of local guides, a lot of vendor directories, B2B directories, yellow page type sites, anything you can imagine. It's highly customizable through the admin section. There's a widget-based editor where you can drag and drop things around, change colors, etc., without doing any coding. We also do have a source code version available if you do want to integrate with legacy systems, CRMs, etc., etc. You could do that as well. And we also have native mobile apps that go with the platform, and they use the same database, so the content is updated in real time. And you can submit those under your own brand and company to the App Store for Android and iPhone. So if you want to learn more, you can go to eDirectory.com and request a live demo with an account exec, and we can discuss your specific needs. Okay, so today we're going to talk about custom pages for location and category. And this is actually really important because many times I heard years ago that many of the local searches are actually sort of business names, and people search for a business name and they go right into the page, and that's great. But when people are making searches for location or category, your directory site is actually helping them make a purchase decision. So these are really important things to optimize around it and make sure that you get very, very good search results. And eDirectory does a great job with this sort of naturally, but we're going to give you a few tips today on how to get this done. So first, yeah, why is it a good idea to optimize, create these special pages that sort of combine the location and category? They're kind of a shortcut for user searches, especially with local guides. People are often looking for, certain categories in certain places. You're not interested in a sushi restaurant in Los Angeles if you live in Washington, for instance. And also with these pages, you can fine tune the SEO around local search terms. So instead of just having like the name of the location, you can put in things like descriptions of, neighborhoods, local monuments, et cetera, around there that'll help drag in traffic and let Google and the search engines know that this content is sort of relevant for what they are looking for. Also, within these pages, you can actually generate additional revenue by offering sort of premium ad spots and featuring specific businesses or banner ads, etc. And also, these pages work great as landing pages for paid traffic. So if you are buying ads to bring traffic into the website, you can use these pages as specific, for specific keywords, etc. So eDirectory has a page editor, and we're going to show you how to do this here in just a second. But eDirectory's page editor allows you to create completely new pages, and then put widgets in there, showing different things in there. 50 plus options for widgets. You can do almost anything you can think of. We even have a custom content widget where it's almost like free form. You can put anything you want into there. And we also give you full SEO control over these pages. So we're going to show you how to use this page editor to create these location category landing pages. And then the last point is just the what makes up a successful location page. So you optimize the URL first up in the top and make sure that it has what people are looking for, those keywords in there. Also optimize the page title and metadata, the meta tags, and you can do that through the admin section. Um, it's really important that you write some copy in there, that there's some actual text in there, and that it's good. That's what people are going to read, and also the search engines. So think about the keywords in there. Don't make it too dense, etc. Emerson may be able to talk a little bit more in a second about specifics of SEO writing, etc. Also, images are important. So think about putting in some specific images for the locations, and reviews and trust signals in there, some testimonials, etc. Drop those in there, and then relevant content for the location, of course. And that's sort of the keys to making a successful location page. So at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Emerson, and Emerson and Gabriel are going to be able to do screen share and show you guys how to set this up.
Okay, thank you, James. I'm going to share my screen and show the page editor and how to create this custom page for location plus category. But first, just to add a little bit more on what you just said, eDirectory already comes with dozens of pre-made pages for all the purposes that directory website needs, just as the home page, the locations page, the category, the listing homepage, the events homepage, etc. But creating these special pages, if it's for page traffic or just for SEO purposes, is very easy to do and very important too. So you can optimize and show Google that you have relevant content, besides the additional revenue opportunities that it brings when creating custom pages. So let me share my screen very quickly.
And Emerson, while you're doing that, we had a question just come in. If you can specify whether we can do this on the native mobile app, as well as the website version. If you want to talk about that as well, I think they can set this up in the mobile app as well.
Yeah, it's possible to create custom pages on the mobile app, but it's not for SEO or for paid traffic. The app is just inside the app, but it's totally possible to create custom pages for the apps. And also, we can change that on the fly. So even after it's published, we can change the order and add or remove elements. It's very easy to update the apps, the content of the apps after it's published.
And so, yeah, and I think what Emerson means here is like the mobile apps, Google doesn't send traffic direct into a mobile app, so you don't necessarily need to think about SEO for the mobile app. You really need to think about your user experience and what a user is going to do inside of the mobile app. Whereas the website does bring in traffic from external sources, so you need to think a little bit more on the website about SEO for it.
Yeah. For example, we can have just the offers or the deals on the app, and not, I mean, the business listings and the deals. But we can create exclusive deals for the apps. So it's a very important tool to use along with the website. So there are different options to configure how your app's going to work. But okay, so here I am on my sample page. As we mentioned in the anatomy, so we have the URL, which is very important, the page title up here, and we have the title of the page and the widgets distributed along the page. All the elements we have here. Gabriel can share the URL on the chat so people can follow
We had
later
a
and
question
check.
come in. What theme is this with for this site? Is this our standard theme or is it another one that you built this off of?
Yeah, that's the standard.
It's a standard theme. So, and one of the
Yeah.
secrets to make it a great looking site is just getting really good stock images or images, even better if you actually have your own photos and that kind of thing for it. So, having these really great photos of food is it's a great thing to have images of because it's often very colorful and et cetera for that.
Okay, so let me go back here and go to my site manager dashboard. Here I'm going to head to the design menu and then I'm gonna find the page editor. Once I'm here, let me get the page I created. It's called Restaurants in Miami. Okay, here. Okay, so inside of the page builder, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to pick up a title for this page, and this title is going to reflect on the tab here, on the browser's tab. So it's one of the elements we need to think about when it comes to SEO. And what we type in here will reflect here. So it's automatically goes to the URL. So the page title, the software will automatically pull the title and put it this in the URL. So don't worry about that. Here we have the SEO and advanced options. So the meta tag, the metadata we mentioned is this, the meta description and the keywords that is related to this page. So this is what Google is going to read from your site, is going to crawl, and it will display on the search engine results page when your site becomes as a results there. So find a great text here. So find the best restaurants in Miami, filter by cuisine type, see the editor's choice, click and book a table now. So you can pick anything you want to put here as a meta description. Very important thing is to find a meta description for your pages and the keywords related on this page. So on the search box, we're going to have this element here, the search label one that works as the title tag for this page. Let me just show you this one. This is the most important sentence I have on my page. So it has to match what I have on the page title and on the page URL. That's the basic for SEO when you are creating pages for location and categories. So that's why I put here the category and the location. It has to repeat inside the page in several places. So the most important is this one, the search label one for the search box. If you're not using a search box, you can use the custom content widgets and then select the title one for your page. Other than that, just pick with this, stick with the search box. Then we'll have the widget. So let me just add one so you can see how simple it is. We go here, insert widgets, listen and cards. Let's pick up horizontal cards. I'm gonna put here restaurant. So you can see how easy it is to select the location and the category. So I'm here, listing. Let's put 2 columns. See more. I can even select the target for this link. I'm going to just use this in home. I can then customize my rules. We can pick items individually, as we mentioned, to create these premium ad spots and hand pick some advertisers we have to showcase and feature on this page. We can do that by picking items individually, or we can customize rules if we have several advertisers on this project, and we can even select by level. For example, let me pick up all the items here. I have two columns, so I'm gonna put two items here. Highest rated, then the most viewed. And then I can pick the categories and the location. United States. And I'm going just to use Florida because I'm not very sure if I have enough elements in Miami just to populate the widgets, but it's very simple. Pick up a background color if you want to display banners or not. Save the changes. Let me save it again. Here we go. So on my website, I just created a new widget configured to show automatically category plus location. All the other widgets on my page here are hand-picked listings. So it's the ones I want to feature on my page. This one I just showed you is the automatically displayed. Is that clear, James?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so let me go back to the page editor. Okay, so you can name the widget whatever you want, the editor's choice, or you can pick up uh, by type of cuisine, for example, or even for neighborhood, you can select and handpick based on neighborhoods. It all depends on the goals of your project, how it works on your place, and what you want to feature, to highlight on your website. There are over plus than 50 widgets that you can choose from and create your pages, including additional plugins. But basically, we have uh, a lot of.
One
Let me
thing,
pause
Emerson, that I
that.
wanted to mention that works
Yep.
really well is doing sort of best of type sections, sort of, listicle type things where you have best 10, et cetera. And those can be, things in a neighborhood, like best restaurants in a certain area, or within that area, certain cuisine types, or even certain, if you're doing like restaurants, certain dishes off the restaurants, or best margaritas, those kind of things work pretty well for that.
Yeah, well, I added on the bottom of the page some recent posts that we have here. That it's another strategy that you can use to feature your best advertisers. So as I mentioned, we need these social proofs, some testimonials. So there is this widget. It's very, very easy to use. So you can highlight some comments. You can put some
Yeah, try to get a
video
real
for
person in there so it doesn't look real person, a real quote. So it doesn't, ours is sort of a demo here. So it's obviously a stock
yeah.
image. People can tell when things are authentic, and it's important to make it authentic.
Yeah. In relevant local content, just like this video reviews, you can do your own video reviews. You can go to restaurants and make your own reviews and post on your YouTube channel and put on the video gallery. It's another way to work here. Events, okay, and contents like this one, 38 essential restaurants in Miami. So besides a custom page, you can create blog posts about specific things, just like dishes or for cuisine type, etc. So we have here relevant content around the location, of course, and also for the category. These are the basic elements we need to have when building a local page for a location plus a category. And it's very easy to build that using the page editor. Okay, from my end, that's it, James. We are now
Okay,
open
great.
for
Should we open it
questions.
up? Should we open it up to questions at this point?
Yep.
Okay, great. Let me run down the questions. Let's see. Okay, question from Daniel Ortiz. I've attempted to design the homepage, but I cannot get past the cover page photo. I follow the videos, but they are for an earlier version, so the steps do not coincide. Daniel, just reach out to our support team. You can send an email to support at eDirectory and they'll set up a time. And we'll have somebody kind of go through that with you. We are updating all the videos. That's in progress now. And so those should be updated soon. We do a couple releases every year, a few releases every year. So it may be that you're on a newer version, some of the videos aren't updated, or we may have even updated past what version you're on. I'm not sure. But reach out to our support team. We'll give you some personal help getting through that. It isn't difficult to do. Next question from Evelyn. My platform looks different. Could I be on an older version? Yes, you can actually see the version if you go into the Site Manager login page. I think it says the version number there. And then you can check it against demo directory and see what the latest is. You may be on a different version, but also just maybe the widget configurations as well on the front especially. There's a lot of flexibility, so our demo doesn't look necessarily like a sort of a stock install. Next question from Bill Trevor. Are there any new features or functionality that will be available to us soon that you're working on that you can share with us? Yes, we're actually working hard. We have a lot of great stuff coming this year that I'm really excited about. We're currently overhauling the package checkout sort of options and hope to have that out pretty soon. We'll have more details up as we get a little bit closer to the release. I don't quite have a release timeline on it. But this will be a great system that'll allow you to sort of create membership packages and do a paywall and all that stuff really nicely. So that's kind of the next big thing that's coming. Let's see. Do you know the current version? Are you able to check that? I think it's 13. I don't want to say the wrong number.
Not 3.
0.3.
13.3. Yep.
13.3. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
So the current version is 13.3. You can check yours if you go to the Site Manager login page, and it'll tell you what version you're on. And then if you need an upgrade, just reach out to our support team. Upgrades are included with the service version of the license, or if you have the annual support package on the own license version. So just send our support team a note and they'll be able to schedule an upgrade for you. We don't do upgrades automatically because sometimes features are depreciated or layout changes, etc. And so we let people make that decision if they want to upgrade and then let us know, and then we run the upgrade for them. Okay, great. So any more questions, just pop them into the chat here. And while we're seeing if there's any last questions, what do we have coming up next up for webinars in the coming weeks? Do you guys have the schedule set yet?
Yes, on February 21st, revenue strategies for online directories. On March the 6th, the create a buyer's guide and monetize with affiliate marketing. And on the 20th, get your online directory off the ground.
Okay, great. Fantastic. So if anybody has any last second questions, just pop them in here. If you have a question later, don't hesitate to reach out to us. The contact info is in the chat here. Also, after the webinar, when we leave the webinar, there'll be a evaluation screen. So if you can take a second to give us some feedback on the webinar, we do appreciate the feedback for that. Okay,
James,
good.
just one last tip when create custom pages. These pages, they will be automatically added to the sitemap. But it takes some time for Google to crawl the website and see that page again. So if you are on a rush, you can go to your Google Search Console and ask for Google to crawl that new page. So it will speed up the process. So it's another good tip for SEO and ranking the pages.
Okay, great. Thanks. Yeah, that's important. We have one last question from. Go ahead. We'll wait a second here. how do we create a page like this? It looks like, and then there's a link, and that page, let me just check. That page actually looks like it might be, that's actually auto-generated. It's the hotels category page. And it's auto-generated and it's on a grid view. So I don't think you have to do anything to create that page. It's probably already in your directory for various categories. It's sort of a stock page in the system. Is that right, Emerson? Any other comments to add there?
Yeah, when we go to the results page, we can edit the results view to grid or list, so it will
Yeah.
automatically show on
Well,
grid or list.
actually,
Yeah.
just adding the Sarah's mentioned that she clicked on hotels on our website and it goes straight to the results page for the category hotels. So what we done here, Sarah, is we just copied and then pasted the URL for these for this category to a new page called hotels. So when you click
Are
there,
you
it
able to
goes.
show that real quick, Emerson, how to edit the nav bar and make a link into like hotels? Or Gabriel,
Yeah.
either one. We'll show you how to get this for anybody else that's out there. It's quick, so just go to edit this page. Once you're logged into the site manager, the edit this page button, and then go to the header widget. And
No, as I'm using the drop-down menu plugin, I will have to add it here. It's just a little bit different the process, but on the standard
okay.
version, you go to the home page, for
widget,
example, and you're going to add the header widgets. On my case here, it's on the navigation menu widgets. Then I create like this, just a custom link here.
The hotels,
For
yeah.
example,
And
hotels,
paste
yeah.
in the link
So
of the search
yeah,
link there.
so I picked up the results page for hotels and pasted the link here. So that's how we created that
That's how you
look
do
and
that,
feel.
yeah. And if
Yep.
you don't see that just to be clear, if you don't see that navigation menu, that's because you don't have that little plugin that does the other drop downs enabled.
Yeah.
But and if you have
So
any trouble, just
simply
reach out
it
to our
had to
support team.
appear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, it looks like that's all the questions today. So again, I wanted to thank everybody for joining and have a great afternoon. Hope to see you back in 2 weeks. Thank you.